Hi, I'm Chris Delhom. I'm a research materials engineer and the acting research leader of the Cotton Ginning Research Unit in Stoneville, Mississippi. I'm sure many of you collect your data on paper, which results in stacks of data just like in this slide. Um, right now, working from home, I've got multiple binders and notebooks open all around me. Well, one of the ideas of PDI is to help wrangle that data and reduce the time that we spend typing in data, writing down data, recording data, and get to focus on analyzing the data and conducting the research that we're actually supposed to be doing. So sometimes we're lucky and we're collecting data electronically and everything's automatic, and that's great and wonderful. But a lot of times we're out of the laboratory, we're out of the office, we're in a cotton field, in my case, a cotton gin often, and we're collecting data the old-fashioned way with pen and paper, lots of pen and paper. Whether it's spending hours next to a cotton gin, usually in cold weather, the noise, everything else, or walking a cotton field, writing down plant height measurements and performing boll counts. We use pen and paper, and that works, and it works well, except we have to get back to the office and we have to enter it. Hopefully we haven't lost anything. Hopefully we can figure out our handwriting or our technician or student's handwriting. Uh, what if we do it a different way? What if we could skip the paper? I know we've all heard the paperless office is coming, but what if it's actually here? So Survey 123 apps allow us to collect data in the field on a tablet or phone, even without an internet connection at the time. Sounds too good to be true? Let me show you what we've been putting together with the PDI team over the last couple of months, and maybe it'll change your mind, because it certainly has changed mine. So before you go out into the field, you're going to download the Survey 123 app onto a tablet or phone, and then you're going to go out in the field and you're going to set it up. So this is the beginning of the season. We're going to select the field management and contact information. Select units. We're not going to tell you metric or English. It's your call. All units will be converted on the server into metrics that units are consistent. We're going to tell it where our field is. In this case, Stoneville, Mississippi. We're going to move that pin around to exactly where our field is. So if we have multiple plots, we have separate coordinates for each one. It's a cotton crop, obviously. We're going to set up our seeding rate, our plot length, our rows per plot, and our row spacing. So all of the standard beginning of the season stuff that we need to do. What kind of tillage are we dealing with? Well, I know what I'm looking at, but my student may not. So we've included pictures to help guide the selection. In this case, a conventionally tilled plot. What was done with the field last? In this case, it laid fallow. We're going to characterize the soil. So the pH, the color, and the soil type. As you type in the soil type, you'll see a drop-down menu appears. By selecting from the pre-entered options, which are in the survey already, this keeps things consistent, and so technicians, students, and scientists are all using the same terms. In this case, we're going to configure what our nutrients in the field were, whether we applied or measured, in this case applied, a 20-10-10 in this case, for 80 pounds of nitrogen per acre. We can enter the date, the phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium, all these elements separately. And as we go through the season and we have additional events, whether it's irrigation, fertilization, herbicide, pesticide, we can enter in those individual events. The data that we want shows up on drop-down menus. You're not going to see a lot of fields that you're not interested in. It's completely customizable. So there you have it. Paperless office really is possible. Paperless data collection is possible. If you can collect it with a pen and paper, we can do it with this app. All it takes is a little bit of effort on the front end, and it's not that much effort. As Ed Barnes talked about earlier, we in the cotton industry have always used paper and tons of it to track our cotton from the field to the gin to the textile mill. And we're realizing the benefits of going paperless. So if we can do it, I would say anyone can do it. So I highly recommend it. Thank you.